Here is your 11 a.m. update. Houston, I'm meteorologist Kim Castro. We're under a weather impact alert today because of the heat. In fact, the National Weather Service has upgraded our heat alerts. We are now under an extreme heat warning until 8 o'clock this evening. The heat index, so the feeling when you factor in the heat and the humidity, is going to get all the way up to 114 degrees. So it's just 11 in the morning, and here's a check at our actual air temperatures compared to what they feel like. It is 89 degrees right now in Sugar Land, but it already feels like 106 degrees. So you can understand as we get closer to the afternoon hours, peak heating of the day, why many of us will be pushing towards 114. The next 3 days are all in red. They're each weather impact alerts. Now, while that extreme heat warning expires at 8 o'clock tonight, we pick it right back up with another heat alert for our Friday and our Saturday. This one is a heat advisory. It is just a hair below an extreme heat warning, and that is for feels like values getting up to 108 degrees. So this picks up right when the extreme heat warning expires, and it lasts until 10 o'clock on your Saturday. Here's a live look at Fan Festival. So in Edo, folks are out and about, they're walking around, and they're not going to be spending too much time in the shade because there's really not much shade here. That is why we are giving you these hourly updates, just trying to caution you to make sure that you are staying hydrated as you head over to all the festivities, that you've already done the grunt work, the leg work to make sure that you are keeping your body safe today. And then of course replenishing that hydration throughout the afternoon hours. It's 89 degrees there. It's up by 11 degrees compared to this time yesterday, and it feels like 103 degrees. By the time we get to lunchtime, we will see those temperatures pushing into the low 90s at least. High temperatures today, the actual air temperatures are going to push towards the mid 90s, feeling like at least 110 degrees. Like I said, some spots pushing closer to 114. So heat and humidity here in Southeast Texas gets a special alert because when we have humid air masses, it's really difficult for our bodies to cool themselves off. Why? Well, when we try to cool off, what our body naturally does is sweat. When we have dry air, the sweat evaporates, and that provides a little cooling relief. Now, if you're sweating and the air around you is also wet, there is no evaporation. That sweat stays stuck on your skin, and your body works even harder. So the heart pumps faster. The kidneys are also working harder. So in order to give your body a little bit of a break, try and limit your time outdoors. Take breaks, try to find the shade, try to find an air-conditioned space. Like I said, keep up with hydration and not just water, but replenish those electrolytes because when we sweat, we lose salt. Then you also want to make sure you are dressed appropriately. So wear loose-fitted clothing so you can sweat, and wear light colors so you can reflect that incoming sunlight. Light colors reflect 80% of sunlight versus a black shirt, which absorbs 80%. So you don't want to make it even harder on yourself. The reason why we've got these heat alerts, of course, temperatures are hot, but it's how high the moisture content is outside. So there's a ton of humidity. It's a tropical air mass today, and that's why we have some of these precautions for you. It's important to recognize the signs and symptoms of both heat exhaustion and the potential for heat stroke. I'm going to have them up for you right here. If you notice any of your friends and family members exhibiting any of these, there are different steps you would take. Now, under heat exhaustion, if you're feeling faint, you have cool, clammy skin, either a really rapid or a weak pulse, or you have muscle cramps, then you take those precautions yourself, going into an air-conditioned space, putting a wet rag on your head, drinking water. Now, if you see anybody exhibiting these signs or symptoms of throbbing headache when you typically don't have that, really red, hot, dry skin, no sweating, that's pretty atypical in a day like today, in and out of consciousness, that is an emergency. That's potentially signs of a heat stroke, and you do need to call 911. So that is why we are under weather impact alerts today all the way through Saturday. Rain really takes a back seat, so we're not seeing much by way of shower chances for the next 5 days. Nothing more than a 20 to 30% chance. Notice Saturday we'll have a couple of showers for the morning. We'll have a couple of showers for the evening. Most of the activity is going to stay north of the I-10 corridor, and then we quiet things down for Father's Day Sunday in terms of rain potential. Still going to be plenty of heat around though this weekend, so just be mindful of that. For now, the most extreme heat that we'll be tracking will be today, through Saturday, and that's why we've got those weather impact alerts. Don't forget to catch our newscast. It is coming up here at 12 o'clock. We'll see you then.